Good morning and welcome once again to Harding's Wealth Managers on this Friday morning, the 17th of April. Looks like the markets are going to open up quite nicely this morning. The S&P looks like it might be opening up by about 80 points and the Dow by about 740. All on the back of the Gilead trial that on remdesivir, say that twice, fast. All on the backs of that particular trial that seems to be going quite well right now. There has been no official release, but there was some kind of leak about this particular trial of 125 individuals that the drug is working very well on them. There was some talk last week, I believe it was, of another trial, but on a smaller batch of people, about 38 or 40. Maybe a little bit more than that had done quite well also. Same drugs, remdesivir. There you go, got it. So that particular trial is going well, and it seems like that drug is one that's kind of working right now. I know there's a lot of different companies out there working on vaccines. In fact, I just heard this morning that Sanofi and GlaxoSmithKline have got an amalgamation going forward to try and create a vaccine there. If you remember, maybe about 2 weeks ago, I mentioned something about oil, your heating oil, probably being as low as it's probably going to get. Well, I'm sorry, I was wrong. At that time, oil was $1.67 a gallon. I just looked right now because oil itself, WTI, is down in the 18s per barrel. A gallon of heating oil now is $1.59. So if you didn't get your oil back then, you might want to consider getting it now. I'm not going to say it's not going to go any lower, but this is really quite low. So I got that one wrong, folks, and I do apologize for that. However, what I haven't been getting wrong is my Fibonacci retracement support levels. I mentioned on Wednesday the Spider 277 level was going to be pretty strong support, or could be very strong support. Well, that was hit twice. It was hit on Wednesday, it was hit yesterday, and it's bouncing off it big time today. So that level now, because it's been hit and bounced off of a couple of times, is going to be a strong support level going forward. Next resistance level, in my opinion, for the Spider, is going to be around about 290, 292. Now that is going to be a strong resistance level in my opinion, and if we reach there, don't be surprised if we bounce down or retrace back from there down to the 277 level. As I said, that 277 right now is strong support, and it's actually the 50% retracement line from the high to the low for the year using Fibonacci's Fibonacci systems, etc., etc. So that's something to look out for. Now, I know I'm here just talking about what's going on in the markets and where I think the markets might be going, but I'd be really interested if there's something that you would like me to speak about at all. If you could, I know I'm putting this video out, it's going out on YouTube, but I also send it out to you, all my clients. I'd very much appreciate if you could get back to me via email or send me a text. Just let me know if there's something that you would like me to talk about that you might find useful for yourselves or interesting going forward, and I'll do the best I can to meet those needs, to talk about whatever it is that you'd like me to talk about. But right now, today, it looks like we're going to be having an up day as far as the market is concerned, which will be good because this will be the second week in a row that the markets have actually ended on a high, basically. That we've had an increase each week for the past 2 weeks, which is pretty good. And particularly, what's also particularly useful for us to realize and know is that we're going to be up on a Friday for the first time in a number of weeks. And last week we were up on the Thursday before Good Friday. So that's two end of week days in a row that we've actually we should, unless something drastic happens today. We should actually end those weeks up going into the weekend, which is actually a good thing altogether for the markets because it's showing a little bit more confidence that even if there might be some bad news over the weekend, we're not having selling going into the weekend. which is good for the markets, good for us as investors, and good for next week, or potentially good for next week. So I will probably give you a buzz, or speak to you, sorry, give you a buzz. I'll speak to you on Tuesday next week. That'll be my next video. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Do take care of yourselves. It looks like Sunday in the Northeast is going to be a nice day. So it's going to be in the 60s, I believe. So do take care of yourselves, and I will speak to you next week. And until then, bye-bye for now.